What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And for today, we are swiveling back to the house of Ensar Oud. I have something very, very special today, you guys. This is the Rose de Mai oil from Ensar Oud. And this, let me tell you something, this is very, very special. It is probably one of the best roses I've ever smelt. So we will get into that momentarily. What we're gonna do is we will get started with the musing off of the website. Then I'm gonna walk you through my experience off it and recommend to you whether you should jump on it or not. But if you don't want to watch the whole video and you want a good rose off of the get-go, yes, jump on it. It's fantastic, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and do the video anyways, because I'm here, might as well. But before we get started, and as per tradition on this channel, make sure to grab your favorite bevy, snack, or in my case, cafe. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm still on that Costco coffee. Yeah. I need to get myself more of the other beans I typically drink. I mean, it's good. There's nothing bad with it. It's just, I don't know. It's not the same. So dark roast, I like light roasts. I like my coffee being acidic. But anyways, I will not bother you guys with that. Okay. So let's get started. So Rose de Mai. Grown in Grasse, the perfume capital of the world, and used up in top-tier French perfumes before anyone else gets the chance to score some. French de Mai is literally Grasse's rose. So I'm just gonna jump in here. Grasse is a small township in the south of France, you guys, and he is correct. It is known as the capital of perfume of the world. There's a ton of perfumers down there and perfume stores. I've been there myself, and it is a perfume lover's haven. So if any of you want to really feel like you're in the middle of a paradise of, what's the word I'm looking for? Olfactory, like an olfactory paradise, you need to visit Grasse in the south of France, okay? All right, let's continue. If you want an insider's peek into the most famous perfumer's rose of choice, this is your pass. Smell its ruby red aroma, tinged with an ambery sweetness to discover what inspired Jean-Claude Ellena to name his perfume after this May harvest, and why it became the cornerstone of Chanel No. 5. Thick, rich, and sensual, perhaps the most erotic of rose fragrances. I do agree with that, and we'll get into that momentarily. French Centifolia gives you this orange flower-like sweetness with a brighter but still beautifully red profile compared to Rosa Damaschina. To capture Rose's more uplifting, joyful, flirtatious tone, Rose de Mai is the way to go. A tiny dab is so lush and diffusive, I often think, why even add anything to this? This is an absolute, so it smells like more than just rose petals. A discreet herbaceous tone lacquered with that orange flower depth and a red grape-like sweetness easily makes it a standalone perfume. Okay, so that's the musing off of the website. Okay, so before I just open this, I want to show you guys, look at that color. It's bright orange, and look at how thick it is. I mean, it does move around, but it is fairly thick. And yeah, let's get into this. I'm excited about it. By the way, it's sold out off of the Ensar Oud website, so unfortunately, can't grab any of it. Wow, you guys, this is heavenly. It is definitely very erotic and arousing for a rose, okay? So I'll agree with him. God, this is gorgeous. Wow. Oh my God. It's such a beautiful rose. And the interesting thing is that it's very gender neutral. Typical rose you smell in perfumes tend to be very feminine. This does not give any feminine inclinations whatsoever. It really is balanced and gender neutral, so you can wear it as a man or a woman, which is fascinating for me. And remember, this is an absolute too, so wow. It definitely does have this orange hue to it, just like they mentioned. So it definitely has this orangish facet to it. It does have herbaceous tone, an herbaceous note to it too, but it's very subtle. You just get this beautiful orangish rose that is so sexy. God, this is. Wow. So, it has an understated note of herbaceousness. You definitely get off of the opening this very delightful, light, orange hued note. It's unmistakably rose. There's a note in there. I don't want to say gourmand, but kind of teetering on being gourmand, but not quite. It's almost, I don't know why, but it has other. It's rose, but it isn't floral leaning. It's almost as if it's fruit leaning. There's fruity facets to this, which is fantastic. This is just, you guys, wow. Almost like, I want to say it has this mango like facet to it, but not really. This is stunning. So delectable and delicious. It's like, if there's a rose to be eaten, that's the one. That's all I can say, really. Wow. So nice. So beautiful and pleasant and gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Let's stop here because I'm kind of feeling myself on this one. Okay. So let's talk some stats here, okay? Performance wise, I'm gonna go ahead and say, depending on how much of this you apply, the performance is gonna be medium. So that's for projection, mostly trail and sillage. I'm gonna say weak. Remember that this is, even though it's an absolute, it is still technically an essential oil. So it's gonna be stick very close to your skin. I will say, having applied this on before, projection is about a medium, so people can smell it off of a distance on you. However, trail and sillage wise, it's weak just because, again, it's very close to the skin. Even though you've got good projection, the trail and sillage aren't as much there because it's an oil. There isn't much of a carrier, and rose oils tend to be very delicate. So, and this is as delicate as they come. So it's even, mind-blowing that it has the projection it does have. So I'm gonna say, just overall, I'm gonna give it a medium in terms of performance, but weak in trail and sillage. With respect to seasonality, I would not recommend wearing this in cold weather. The cold is just gonna kill it out. So fall and winter won't work. Spring will work on a relatively warm spring day, not a cold one. Summer definitely will work. This rose, even though it has this fruity orange floral hue to it, it does have this refreshing feel to it. So it's gonna do very well in warm weather, so summer, spring wear. In terms of time of day, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a morning scent. I just don't see it in the afternoon or evening. It's very delicate. It's gonna do much better in the morning, with the morning temperatures and the air being, the morning temperatures tend to be slightly lower and the air being cleaner, so you can really get a waft off it. Afternoon and evening, I just don't see it, okay? With respect to how you would dress this, I'm gonna say this is a semi-casual one. You don't want to go overly casual; it just does not make sense. And overly formal also does not make sense. Somewhere in the middle, so either semi-casual or semi-formal, will go fantastically with this scent. Now, in terms of context, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a perfect scent if you are gonna be spending a spring or summer morning outdoors. So if you're out for a picnic, or if you are out to a vineyard, or if you are out to some outdoor event, let's say an outdoor barbecue or a concert, anything that's really outdoorsy. If you're for an outdoors farmers market, this will do perfect in those settings just because of the way it is. Okay, it's a kind of scent that's very enjoyable, very delicate. It's not overbearing, and you most certainly are going to just relish in it in any outdoor setting. I wouldn't say take it for a hike, just because I don't see it performing well as a hiking based scent, but other outdoor perfumes, other outdoor events that do not require physical exertion, this is perfect for. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this, in my humble opinion, is gender neutral. It isn't one of those floral roses that's very, very feminine. It's actually very balanced. So you can wear it as a man, and also if you're a lady, you can wear it. So I'm gonna say with this one, it's gender neutral. Now, with respect to wearing it for, let's say, intimate reasons, I'm gonna go ahead and say, actually, you know what? You can do it. I do agree with the website musing that out of all the roses, it is the most erotic. It definitely has this playful, sensual, sexy vibe to it. So you will most certainly enjoy it in an intimate setting on yourself or on your partner. Okay, you'll not go wrong with having this on in a private setting, or even for a date outing, like a date brunch, for example. Again, outdoorsy sort of morning, early afternoon vibes sort of a thing. So, with that said, would I recommend Rose de Mai from Ensar Oud? 100% yes. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it. You will not regret it. This is by far one of the best rose absolutes I've ever gotten my nose on. Unfortunately, it is sold out off of the Ensar Oud website, so you might have to get it on the secondary market. But if you manage to get your nose on it, or your wallet on it for a full Tola, vial, or just a sampler off of the secondary market, by all means do so. You will not regret it, and it's not that expensive, for a perfume, a standalone perfume. I do 100% agree with the musing is that you can use this as a standalone perfume. It is so good, you guys, that it's just, sometimes simplicity is also complex in a way. This perfume is just one note, one ingredient, but is so complex in its own way, and is so gorgeous and delectable. And I'm just gonna stop here before I keep running on with this. So with that said, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.